Now we'll start with the FCT indoor testing module. Okay. So before starting before starting the training for the FCT indoor testing, I'll give you the overview about the FCT testing, what all includes in this FCT testing. It is completely different from our regular indoor testing and outdoor testing. It's if you guys can remember that when you create a project, it will give you an option to select the type of test you want to do. When you are creating a new project, it will give you an option to whether you want to do the indoor test, which we call the walk test, and will go if you want to do the outdoor test, you will need to select the drive test. And there's one more option if you want to select and want to do the FCT indoor testing. There's one option below that, FCT indoor testing. I'll show you that. But before that, I'll give an information about that. In FCT indoor testing, there are 5 different type of testing is there. So basically, FCT indoor is divided into 5 different tests. The first one is the stationary testing. Okay, FCT stationary. The second one is the entry testing. The third one is the exit testing. Fourth one is the E911 testing. And the fifth one is the floor handover testing. So these 5 things are included. The FCT indoor is basically divided into these 5 different type of tests. Okay. So for every individual testing, like I'll do the stationary testing. I'll do the stationary test in FCT indoor. So for every respective 5 different tests, every test has its own script. Okay, for FCT, for stationary testing, I'll have the script. I'll show you where it is. See, as you can see on screen, for FCT stationary testing, I'll have the FCT ST. Okay, FCT ST. ST means the stationary. This is the stationary script. We basically designed for when you are going to do the stationary testing in FCT. When you need to select this one and or the other one, you can make a fit in surface stitching as per your test. So you need to select this, then select the device, and then click on assign. Okay. So for every testing, you like suppose for stationary it's FCT ST. For entry testing, these are divided into 2 parts. ENTHO, okay, and ENTRS. That's the entry handover, okay, and the entry reselection script. For the exit part, similar as same as the entry part. The ENT handover, ENTHO, and EXT RS, the exit reselection script. You need to select this script. For E911 testing, you need to select the script FLR E911. Okay. So for every different testing, you you need to select the scripts. This is the basic difference between uh, the regular indoor testing and the FCT testing. So basically, it is testing the transmitters which are in your building. So it will do the testing part for those transmitters. So I'll show you how it started. And for every test, uh, you you need to perform different steps for that. So every different test, like for stationary, there is a different steps to be followed. For entry, you have different steps to be followed. For exit, for E911 and the floor handover. So I'll take you guys one by one. I'll start with the stationary testing. Okay, I have created a kit. I have created a kit and I select this one, and I have, I have assigned the script on that. First, you need to assign the script. Whatever testing you're going to do, you need to make sure. If I'm doing the stationary testing in FCT, make sure you have selected the correct script before starting the test. Otherwise, it will not give you the proper results after the test. Okay. Right now, I have selected the FCT ST. That means I'm going to start the stationary testing under the FCT. Okay. So I'll connect my device. I click on next. See, as you can see on my screen, now here you can select the test. When you click on create new project, now you can see the three different options. Walk test, it's a normal indoor test. Drive test, it's a normal outdoor test. And the third option is the FCT indoor test. So I'll select this one because I'm doing the FCT testing, FCT indoor testing. So I'll do that. First I'll make it as the FCT indoor test. I make this project. I'll name this project now. I'll click on here. Now, this is the most important part for uh, before starting different tests in FCT. In indoor tests, we usually fill these portions, right? The user ID, the submarket, venue name, building name, layout plan name. But in FCT testing, you have to make sure that you will fill these two things correctly. You have to fill these. So I'll change it this one to the small cell, and for the stationary testing, you need to select the test type as the floor FCT, FLRST. So that's the mandatory condition before starting the stationary test in FCT indoor. Okay, so I have fill all the information here. I click on next. Okay. So there is a mandatory condition for the FCT testing that FCT testing will only be done on IB wave files which only have the transmitter. You cannot do the testing on that file which do not have transmitter. Basically, it's a testing for the transmitter. So, as you can see on the below of my screen, there is no more options is giving you apart from the import IB wave file. Okay, so it's allowing you only to export the IB wave file with transmitters only. So I'll select this one. When I click on next, you will get the information that how many transmitters it will have. So right now it will have a 16 transmitters. What I'll do, I need to, why it is a mandatory condition that it should have the transmitter, because it's a testing for a transmitter. Okay, so you need to edit the information. You need to edit the information in these transmitters according to your test as per your requirement for the test. So I'll make the changes when I click on the first one, the first transmitter. I click on edit. So you can have all the information about these transmitters on this ID wave file. It's a transmitter ID, transmitter name, it's a gateway system technology. Right now, my technology on my device. Now, this part, you need to select the technology according to your client device. Whatever the client device is showing you currently, whether it's latched on LT, you need to select it here LT. Okay. If you are testing on LT and your device is latched, suppose right now I have one device with me and it's currently latched on WCDMA. It's on 3G right now, so I've selected this one. I'll give right now I'm giving the random site ID and all these things. So you will get this information out from your key, the exact information. So right now I'm filling it from randomly. I fill the channel also. Okay, I fill the cell ID. Yeah, this one. This part is very important. You need to fill this part. As you can see, it's showing you the code, the PSC, PCI and the PM. Whatever the PSC is showing right now on my client device, on my UE, on my phone, it's showing me the PSC 246. So you need to fill the same PSC which is currently showing you on your client device. Let's fill the 246 showing on my client device and then click on save, and it will save the information in post transmitter. So I'll do it on just for one transmitter. Okay, so I'll click on done. I'm doing the testing on one transmitter only. Okay, so now you can see on the screen that the first transmitter is showing you my device is latched on first transmitter, which PSC is 246, which I have just filled on that, right? Okay, so yeah, one more thing I need to mention that before starting the test, make sure your the device you have selected in the test, it should latch on the same PSC which you have filled. Like suppose I have filled the 246 So before starting the test, before hitting the starting test button, it should latch on 246. Suppose it latched on now. If I'll change the location of my device, suppose it latched on 480. Now it's showing the PSC 480. It will not allow you to start the test. Okay, so only it will allow you to start the test when the number of devices you have selected in your testing, in your test, all those devices should be latched on same PSC. Okay, now right now my device is latched on the same PSC which I have filled in transmitter 1. So when I click on start, it will start the test, and you can see now the yellow part will show you that this start the test, and on first tap it start the test. Okay, and the most important feature of this test is that you are doing it in a stationary. So you are sitting in one place and doing the test. That's why it's a stationary test. You have just started the test. Suppose your device is now latched on a different PSC. When it latched on a different PSC which you have filled in the transmitter one, it will give you an auto pause in between the test. It will pause the test there only. Okay. So, and it will allow you to resume only when you will get back on the same PSC which you have started. Only after that it will allow you to resume the test. This is the main part of this session. So, as you can see on your screen, the test completed. You have completed test on this transmitter. Move to the next one. So, the more number of transmitters you are going to test, you have filled the information in that. Now, if suppose I have filled the information on second also with different PSC, okay, or with the same PSC, if I had filled that, then it will on after completing the test on one transmitter, it will move to the another transmitter, and it will start doing testing for that one. Okay. Suppose right now I have filled the information on one transmitter only. So my test is completed, my script is completed on one transmitter, and if I want to rerun the test on the same transmitter, I click on rerun, I click on run the test, and it will again start the test on the same transmitter, and again it will complete it. It will give you the test completed, and you will move to the other transmitter if you have filled that. Okay. So right now I'm going to stop the test. You can stop it. See, as you can see on your screen, it's a bit different from the regular indoor and outdoor testing reporting screen. Okay, it will show you just the 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 test type and it's kind of a view plot. When you click on that, it will give you an information on the transmitter on which it run the test. Click on that, and you will see it will show you this there, that the device ID, the system channel which I have filled, the PSC I have entered, the command run, the input parameters, the output KPI for those commands, and the results. Where it's a success, it's a failure, and it's a abort or some other thing. So when you, if suppose if there is a failure, when you click on that failure, it will give you at the bottom. It will give you here at the bottom the reason for that failure. Okay. I'll go next, I'll go back, I'll go back. So now I'm doing the FCT testing. I don't want to change my device, okay? And I don't want to change the layout also, which I have selected, I don't want to change the IDWave file with the transmitter I have selected. So you can just, if you click on the test again using same IDWave, then it will take you will start the different test with the same IDWave you have selected. It will not allow you to select the different IDWave file. Okay. So right now I'll just click on exit, and you can also upload the summary and then exit from this field. Okay. So suppose you are doing the test only stationary testing, then you can click on export. If you are doing only the stationary testing, when you click on export, your report will create, your PPT will create. But I want to do the complete FCT testing first, and then click on report, and then click on export, and it will give me a one complete report, one complete PPT with all the test types. So right now I'm clicked on next. I'm sorry, I'm clicked on exit. Yeah. Okay. So okay. So now I want to do the I'll show you the entry test. Okay, I'll show you the entry test, how to do the. We'll complete with the stationary testing. Now we'll move to the entry testing. Okay. So for entry testing, I have, uh, if you guys remember, I have told you that for entry there are two different scripts. You can run the entry test on reselection script and on handover script, that ENTRS and the ENTHO. Okay. So right now, if you can see on screen, the script is selected as the FCT ST. Okay, this is stationary script. How can I change my script now? So if I click on my device, look at here, and it will give me an option to change the script without disconnecting the kit. Okay, I'll change the script. Now I'll select the reselection first. Select the device, click on assign, click on finish. Okay. So now I'll move to next. I have already created a project as a FCT indoor testing. I'll do the testing in the same project. Now again, now I'm going to do the test for the entry test, and I have selected the reselection point. So I need to select the test type as ENTRS. Okay, you need to select the test type as the ENTRS, and the other information is exactly same. So basically, you need to, for every different test under the FCT indoor, you need to make changes at two different places. First, you need to change the script. Second, you need to make the changes under test type in indoor form. On your indoor form, you need to change the test type according to the test which you are doing. Right now, I'm doing the entry reselection test. So I have selected the ENTRS. Click on next. So I have selected the same. Okay. I click on next. I'll again make the changes in the chain transmitter. Okay, this test is a bit different from the stationary one. So don't interrelate all the tests, all the five tests with each other. They all have different functionalities. So right now I'm doing the entry test. So entry is basically that my device is latched on a different PSC, which I have not filled in my transmitter. As you can see, I have filled the transmitter with my uh, the PSC which is coming on my client device. It's showing me the 246. Entry is basically that your device is latched on a different PSC. We called it a macro PSC. Okay. So the purpose of this test is that when you're going to start the test, make sure your device should be latched on macro PSC, a different a different PSC which you have filled in this transmitter. Okay. So as I have filled the PSC which is coming right now, it's coming 246. You can see nothing changes. I'll click on done. So right now my device is latched on 246. As you can see on the screen, as you can see, it's showing you the 246, right? And if I click on start, it will not allow me to start the test. It says unable to start entry test if device is not connected to Metrofile. For that, I I need to move to a different PSC. I need to move to a different PSC. I'll take my device to a different PSC apart from the 246. Then only I can start the test. Okay, I'll try to show you if my device will latch on a macro PSC. Right now I'm unable to do that because I only have right now I only have the 246 PSC in my range. So I'll show you in my PPT. I'll show you how it looks when it start the test. Yeah, as you can see on my screen, I'm showing you the PPT which we have made, that we should start the test on my macro PSC, the PSC outside the flow, and then move towards the PSC for the reselection during the test. Okay, the PSC you have filled in your the transmitter information. When you move when you latch on my macro PSC or different PSC, then only you can start the test. After start the test, just move towards the PSC which you have filled in your transmitter, and then when you after the clicking the test and when you move towards that, it will give you the bubble, the reselection bubble on your screen, on your first tap, then start doing tapping on your screen as you usually do. Okay, so on every reselection of PSCs from one to another, it will give you the green bubbles as you can see on your screen. Okay, so it will that's the main purpose of uh, collecting the reselections during this test. Okay, so after completing the test, it will it's not like that the it will complete the test on one transmitter, move to another. And that portion is only for the stationary test. It's an entry test. You can keep on tapping on screen and selecting the reselections. And after completing the test, you can manually pause and resume in this test. Okay, as per your choice. So after completing the test, click on stop test, or if you want to upload the report also, so you can do that also. Okay, and the same thing, it will show you as this one. So as I'm not able to start the test because I'm not able to latch with the different PSC. So I'm trying my best to do that. And the similar, if you can see on your screen that there is a note that to run the ENT handover, similar way, you can do the handover like you are having the green bubble on screen, right? During the reselection process, when you start the test, the same, you will get the handover. You will get a handover. It will get a handover between those two PSCs. Then you will get a handover bubble there on your screen when while tapping the screen. You will get a handover there. So in the same scenario, you just need to, if you want to run the ENTHO entry handover test, first thing you need to do, change the script. Change the script to the handover. Okay, as you can see, I have selected the reselection. Now I'll do the handover part. I'll change the script. Yeah, see, I'll show you there. Now it's reselecting. I'm doing the indoor handover, so I'll click on this. We change script. Now I'll select the handover one. Select the device. Click on assign. Now I've selected the handover. Click on finish. Same process. You need to follow the same process. Just you followed the in the ENT reselection. So I have written there that just change the script to handover on your connections ke, and the test type as the ENTHO. Uh, we have uh, made the changes on window form. From here, you need to select the ENTHO. Okay, so I'll select this. Now I'll click on next. Same process. You just need to follow the same process. Okay, and you already filled the form, and I'll click on next. Start. See, it's again asking me to go to the macro site, latch your device to the macro site, then start the test only when your device is latched to the macro site, different from the PSC which you have entered in your transmitter information. Then only you can start the test. Okay, so I'll show you. So rest all steps are same as the ENTRS test. Okay. So now we will move to the exit test. Okay. So click on this. I will show you how to. So now we'll move to the third part, which is exit test. It's exactly the same as your ENT entry test. Just it's same as EXTRS. You need to select it as the test type as EXTRS. The same selection of process if you are doing for a reselection, then you need to select the script first, then change the test type as EXTRS. If you are doing the handover in exit test, you need to do the exit. You select the test type as exit handover. Okay, so I'm showing you the same way because I'm not able to latch my device with the different PSCs. So I'll show you. I'm showing you on my GPT. So when you going to perform the test, exit test, they select the device. They select the script with the device. Select the handover. Click on finish. Create the project which I have created. So I'll show you. So right now you can see I have selected the handover. What I'll need to do, I'll just need to click on next. If I'm doing an exit test, I just need to change the test type. So I'll change from ENT handover to the EXT handover. Okay, and then click on next. And after that, I'll give you an information that you just need to change the test type as EXTHO and then click on next. Okay, and select the IBWave file. And in this test, you need to start the test. Okay, on your suppose your device is last on 246. Right now, my device is last on 246. I've already um, filled the information on my transmitter that it's a 246. The basic difference between the entry test and the exit test is that in exit test you need to make the the filled PSC, whatever PSC you have filled, which comes which is currently coming on your device. You need to fill that PSC information in the transmitter. You make it as a gateway. In exit, you need to make that PSC as a gateway. When you click on this, it makes that PSC as a gateway. That means it created that PSC as a gateway that it will allow you to move the indoor from the non PSC to the macro PSC. Okay, so I'll create it as a gateway. I click on save. Now as you can see on screen, after creating this as a gateway, you will have you will have a cap on that transmitter which you made the gateway. It will show you as a cap on your transmitter that this transmitter is a gateway transmitter. I click on done, and on this screen I'll show you how to do that. And you need to move towards the macro PSC. Now you need to move towards the macro PSC for getting the handover during the test. Okay. I click on in this part, as you remember, In the entry part, it will not allow you to start the test until you latch on macro PHP. But it will, in this exit test, it will allow you to start the test on your filled PSC. You don't need to latch on macro PSC. I have click on start test. Now I'll click on first tab. Now what you need to do is you just moving you move forward toward the different PSC, the macro PSCs to collect the handover during your testing. Okay, so right now I'm not able to show you that handover bubble on screen because I can't show you the handover bubble on my screen right now. So that's the way it's do the exit handover and the similar. Memory available is very low. Okay, I'll stop the test. Stop test, and it will create a report for exit handover. As you can see, it's create a report for exit handover. I click on that. No PA. So it will not give you any information because I didn't get any handover during my test. When you move to different PSCs, it will give you handover and it will show you information there. Okay, so I'll show you the other tab. So make the gateway transmitter is denoted by a small cap on that transmitters, as you can see on your screen. Okay, make sure user latched on the same gateway transmitter before starting the test. So we will start the test on first tab, and as you can see on your screen, you will get this one if you will have the handover or a reselection. Then you will get a bubble like this on your screen when you move to different places. Okay. At the similar way, if you want to run the exit reselection, I have run the exit handover. As you can see on your screen, I have run the exit handover part. Okay. If you want to run the exit reselection test, then you just need to change the script from handover to the reselection and just change the test type as an ext rs. I'll show you again. I'll show you how to do that. Click on exit. I'll exit from that. I click on device. I change the script. Click on reselection. Click on assign. Script has been assigned. I click on finish. I click on next. I select my project ID which I have created. I change the test type to extrs because right now I'm doing the exit rs. Click next. Click on next. I already made made the changes in the next transmitter. Start the test. And now you can see, please wait while devices are preparing for reselection test. If suppose you will move from different PSC, it will start giving you the reselections bubbles on your screen. As I'll show you. Memory available is very low. As I'll show you like this. You will get the bubble like this and a reselection and handover during the test. You just need to tap it and move in different PSCs, in the macro PSCs. Okay. So right now I'm not able to get that. So you can manually pause and resume, similar as in
Memory
those tests.
available is very low.
Now click on stop test. See, now you can see on your screen, on reporting screen, it is showing you the EXT errors. It is also not showing me any because I didn't get any reselection in exit testing. So we have done with the uh, three three type of testing in FCT indoor. So I'll move to the next one. I'll click on exit. I'll click on yes. So I'll show you another one. It's a E911 testing. Okay, it's an emergency 911. If you want to test the emergency 911 testing, so you can select that. You perform the E911 test. Choose the script as the FCT E911. Okay, so click on change script. So now E911. I click on this. Okay, I'm changing the script. Now I'm performing the E911 testing. So I click on assign. Click on finish. Click on next. Select the same project ID. Now, what I need to do, as I've already told you, that you need to every time you need, if you are changing your text type, you are doing a different text in FCT window. You need to change two mandatory things. First, you need to change the script. Second, you need to change the text type. So I'll change the text type to FLR E911. Okay. The rest all are the same. Click on next. Select the IDWave file with the transmitter information. Okay. Now I have selected the same one. So I'll show you how it shows. You just create a new project if you want to. If you don't want to, just select the same one. Change the test type as a E911 into the IDWave file if you want to do. If you don't want to do, you can just select the same one. I have made this. I have already made the changes in my transmitter. So in this section, you don't need to create any gateway because you are not doing any exact test. You are just doing a normal test of of a E911. So I'm going to edit the information and I'll remove the gateway from this. Right now my PSC is showing you a 246. I click on save after making all the changes and click on done and I'll start the test. I'll click. See, my my test will start and my client device right now is dialing the 911 and that means it's getting it's testing the E911 network right now from my end. So they will start doing that and that's the basic thing. With the main part it's testing the E911 network. So you just need to sit and it's start doing. No need for any tapping on that. No need for whatever the script, whatever the commands in that script of which we have assigned the FLR environment. You will after completing the test, you will get this information. The test has been completed on this transmitter. Move to the next one. Right now, I have filled the information on one transmitter only. So my test is completed, and after completion, it will show you in the purple that this transmitter is completed. So I don't have any other transmitter information. So I click, or if you similar way, if you want to rerun the test, just click on run the test again, and it will again run the test on the same transmitter. Or if you have already filled the two or three transmitters information, you can move after completed the information. You just need to move to another transmitter if it has a different PSC, or if it has the same PSC, then you just need to move to uh, other transmitter and just click on OK, and that's it. Now the test is about to complete on the first transmitter. Again, I click on OK. See, now the test has been completed. I click on stop test. Now you can see the fourth test type came here as a FLR E911. Okay, and if I click on here, I click here, it, it will not give me any, yeah, it will give me information, but right now I'm not in the region of the 911 network, so it will always give me the failure. When you are in the 911, because you are testing the 911 emergency 911 network, so you need to be there where the E911 network is coming. After that, it will give you the information. Okay, I'll go back, and I'll move to the last part of the FCT indoor testing. So I'll click on exit. I'll show you how to the next part. Okay, the next part is a floor handover. Okay, if you're performing the floor handover test, what you need to do, the first thing you need to do, change the script. And it's a handover, it's a floor handover, then obviously you need to select the script as a handover, and then you need to select the test type as a FLR HO. So it's a floor handover. So you will first select the script, click on the guide, change the script, again I'll make the changes, and I'll select the handover, click on assign, finish, I'll click on next, select the same project ID, change the test type. Now you need to change the test type, and every time you need to do that, I'll select the test type as a FLR HO. Okay, click on next, click on next. Okay, now now as you can see, you select the test type as a floor HO, make the changes, you make the all the changes. Here you can latch on any PSC. Okay, you just need to fill the same PSC which are coming on your which are come which is coming on your client device. You need to fill that one. Okay, so right now it's coming 246. No need to change, I already filled that. Click on done. Okay, so just a simple, nothing you can do, no need to do. So I'll go show you the screen of my, right. So now on the screen, click on start test. Just you need to tap on script, just as a normal indoor test we usually do. It will, if you will move to different PSC, and you will, if you will get a handover, then you will get a handover here as a bubble. If you not, you will not get any bubble, a handover bubble there. So it's a floor handover. Normal, it's it's collecting data from your first transmitter. As you can see, it's latched on your first transmitter, and I'm doing the test right now. Okay, you can manually pause and resume the test. It's paused right now. Okay, as you can see, it's paused. It's paused right now. I can resume the test. Click on yes. Now click on stop test, and it's now creating report. Now, now you can see all the five tests now: FLR, E911, EXTRS, FLR-ST, FLR-HO, EXT-HO. All the uh, tests you have run will be collected here. I'll click on here, here, see, select this one, and it's okay. Because I didn't get any handover during my testing, it will not show you any information here. So I have completed with my all the tests in the FCT indoor. What I'll do, if I want to create a report, I'll click here. I click on export, and it created a report. So I'm going to save it. I click here, there, I select the path on this file explorer, and I'll go to this tab. Now you can see that this is the FCT indoor, and I have performed all the five tests in this on my FCT indoor. So I created a PPT. I created the report. So for this session, it's FCT indoor, and this is the project ID. And first, you start with the I have run the FLR testing. I have run the stationary test. This is the device ID, this is the sector ID, this is the PSC I have filled, the result of that command, and this is the image of the stationary test. Now, no data found for EXP also because I didn't get any handover, so it will not show me any data for that. In the similar way, stop test EXDHO, it will show me the path. It will show me the plot on which I have run the test. Similar way, no data found for EXTRS. There's no injury selections on my side. Okay, so EXTHO. Now EXTRS, I have run the test. On the floor E911, then the FLR 911, similar, and that's it. This is the PPT of this is the report of the FCT indoor testing. Okay, so uh, we have completed the FCT indoor testing. So